Gotta get that going. What's going on, Mike? Been good, man. I've been real busy with work. That's about it. Hope all is well with you as well. All right, we're gonna continue what we were doing from the last stream. Random teams, what we get, we're gonna use their playbook. That's pretty fun. Ran into um oh yeah. Ran into a good formation that we like. Let's see what we get. What random team we get first? Yeah, playbook. I think I've actually ever used Buffalo's playbook.
Well, days like these is why you have retractable roofs, and we've got an open one on a gorgeous afternoon for football at NRG Stadium in Houston.
We almost there, fella. We almost at that 10K.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
What defense they got? Be under.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud sets up the play action, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great
yeah, I haven't posted a bit like an actual he play video, tip video.
Their second down call is going to look like now.
If you do see me now, it's most likely just me streaming.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Stroud to throw it. And that is is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Oh, no, I did not do that. This isn't. And
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs from 6 yards away. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
we throw. I'll take it. But what's going on there? What's playbook right now? Whatever. So what I'm doing right now is we're picking random teams, and whatever team I'm using their playbook and offense.
To see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction.
Yesterday we came out with plus formations on the same playbook.
Incredible form tackle right there, shoulder into ball carrier,
That's
and down he goes.
Stuff.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Got the little cheat play, cheat flat post.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, what a move. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
You got to pick it up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Yeah, I know where to go. What else?
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Motion man is Shakir.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen.
Oh, I thought I was going to be able to play maker. Hey. Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop?
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Stroud looking to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Stroud.
Oh, he got blown by. He had a touchdown.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 64 yards.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's 15-0.
All right. Got to lock in.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to a
figure out some on offense. Something to do on offense. Okay, what kind of injury they got? Wait, it's the pass probably.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Allen going to throw. And he's going to go down.
We're out.
Unable to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The cover 2 man.
From the gun, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
I get this first. Yeah, I just noticed that that's what he's been playing.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Should have hit X right here. Pretty sure he's still running that, but
they do go for it. Here's Allen. He's got his... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
yeah, but hey, this is a good opportunity.
Big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
I like
And he
it. I
takes
like
a
it.
shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Hey, the Texans is
That's
one
it
of the
for
best
the
teams
first
in the game.
half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to
No.
see
We
after
still
the
like
break.
the first
Welcome
drive.
back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
We got to figure out what we got in this playbook. I see some stuff I like.
Escapes the defender. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll
He
get
came
this
back
up
from
to the 29.
Good. This is the Bills playbook. Been wanting to try something with this Smith right here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
He's playing prevent. He's
Right out of
playing
the gate,
underneath.
They face what you'd think could be a pretty
Could I make
important
him
drive.
regret that?
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Yeah, the Bills got slow DBs.
Amari
The
Cooper.
Bills definitely got some slow DBs. If y'all are new to the
yards.
stream, new to
And the
channel,
Bills come right out of the
hey,
locker room and score here in the
do your boy a
opening
favor,
minute
hit the
of the
sub
third
button. We're trying to
quarter.
get that 10K.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But
They
sometimes
grab the speed. That's
that
good.
binds
That's what
you
they
up
needed.
so
That's
much
about
that you
every.
try
That's
too
about
hard,
the
you
only
don't
thing they
get
were
the
lacking.
score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to
Holland's
get
got
it
better
done.
speed than Coleman.
After the touchdown,
If I'm
pass
being
to
honest,
kick
though,
it
I'm not
away.
even trying to play this team like as if they do have any type of speed at all. We just we
And
seeing
we
what they
will
got in their
not have a
playbook.
return.
It's the end of the
They'll
year with
bring
Madden.
this to
They're
the
just
30.
trying different things out right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score
Like, even if
game,
you were watching me
they know
yesterday,
this
I'm
is
not
where
even
you
putting
need to
safeties
slow
at
the momentum
linebacker or
change,
sub linebacker
because
position.
otherwise that could
I'm just
overrun
out
your
here.
team. You've got to be careful right here.
Throwing now is Stroud. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back
Get
good
check down,
plays
Mercer.
have them on the move on first down.
And Stroud now to throw.
Bro, why did he make my
He'll drop
linebacker
this
do
one
that?
down to Mixon.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Hit
And
pull.
the Bills are going
Wanna get a
him as
game
he
in.
goes down.
Possibly.
That's
Possibly.
Gregory Rousseau getting in there.
Let
to
me see
bring
how
him
this
down.
goes.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and
Hey,
23.
and if any of y'all in here, y'all want to
Looking to
follow
throw.
somebody comp on
Stroud.
Madden, guy Bub right there.
Here's
He
a diving catch right
he beat
side.
what's his name?
27
Braylon
yards
Miller.
there, a first down.
2-1.
A
3-game
shotgun
series.
snap to Stroud.
I definitely gonna give him a
Flush to his
follow.
right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling
Anybody
the
wants to
defense
play
gets a little
somebody
bit tired.
comp?
And that's the last thing they
Definitely
need,
give,
especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Got Bub right there.
Will get
A
down
game.
close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And
I
he
ain't
gets
gonna lie.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
and the Texans are able to
If y'all do want to
extend
see his
their lead in
gameplay,
the
go
final
check out.
seconds of this third
I think
quarter.
he did say he posted on YouTube.
Circle that drive
But
because
if
that
not,
might be one to
go to
remember.
Braylon's
Well
channel and you can
executed
see
to
it.
give him a little cushion.
Game
Well, let's take
against
it into the
Braylon.
boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Oh, I'm talking
Three
about
quarters have come
Buddy in
and
the chat.
gone. We'll
This guy,
return
I'm
with
not.
more after
I have no
this.
idea.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Talking about Bub in the chat.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no
All
further.
right, let's see what else we got in here.
Buffalo
Looks tough.
offense ready to go for their next drive.
Maybe traditional style.
Partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Why did they
Eluding the
play?
pressure right.
He's getting-
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it?
Played him
That
again,
time,
1
the
and
pressure
1.
was starting to close in, and
I mean, he's
gotta
definitely
throw
got
this
his
one
little
away.
scheme. He's got his little gimmick. Can't take nothing away from the man. I mean, he's been at 100-0 record twice. That's pretty impressive.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's got it past the 30 before
Oh, yeah, he's real good at that short yardage.
14
He's
yards,
real
and the
good
Bills
with
will
his
get a
check
new
down.
set of downs.
Like, he will make
Correct me
you
if
play
I'm wrong.
underneath.
Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
Hey,
Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Keon Coleman.
67 yards.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Pass on for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Oh, 100% though, there ain't nothing wrong with losing to him.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Got to figure out a defense. I don't know what to run. He was going to go over G, but he likes that.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side. And now,
right back in the flat.
they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden
Well, maybe if I had a safe here.
For a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Stroud off the play fake.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
45 yards.
And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
He dropped it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's 1st and 10.
New formation, yeah, you definitely got to ask.
Here's Allen.
Oh, I forgot he's going to cover 2 man. See, I
I
always make that throw right there. And it's always picked. I always think I got the lead on him, but it's not. I feel like I'm like, maybe I got a high ball right there.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful.
It's definitely got to be a high ball right there.
One.
But, like, it looks open. It definitely looks open. He's got about a 3-yard lead on him.
Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I definitely struggle with this playbook, but it's definitely got some heat in it. 100%.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. In his own end zone, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with
Get walk down.
Look at the big fella go.
Get walk down.
He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. 98 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills
The
actually
Texans
got really
offense
good
ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Come back.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And he is
going
to score. It's a pick six and a
He's
Bills
got real.
touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick six today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really
I
want
run
to
a game
brag
with
about
anybody, it's
after
got to
this
be
one
above first.
is getting that
Get
W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly
Oh,
right. They've
my
got to get a
goodness,
first
bro.
down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1.
Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to
He's scared
second
now.
one is probably better than picking up the first down.
Now you got to run the ball.
The clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Yeah.
And that's
Get him out of bounds.
inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Stroud looks to throw.
Oh, you can't pick that? Who is
And he'll
that?
just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now they'll audible to something else. Stroud back to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That
Pick
incompletion
six.
certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial.
Pick six.
They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to
You got to
gain.
run the ball.
And he's going to be taken down
Got
short
scared.
of the first, right around the
Not about
15-yard
that.
line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
To throw is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Good game.
He's able to get this down to the
Good game.
5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory. And now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And
Let's see what team we got next.
Tell us all the time, it's
Let's see
location,
what team we got.
location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A
They
huge
should
win.
definitely let you skip the
So
cut
that'll
team.
do it for us. For
Like,
my
let me hold
partner,
A or
Charles
something.
Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on ESPN.
They won't let you hold A. You still got to watch. All right. Let's see what team we got next. If you're just joining the stream, we're doing random teams, and whatever team we get, we have to use their playbook. It doesn't let me do it. It makes me watch the whole thing. Makes me feel that loss.
Yeah, you got to report your wages still. Okay, like a 1099.
Got the beta version still.
They might do it like, oh, okay, like show some income, but don't show all
Where
of
the
the
Gator
income.
Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to
Yeah, this is
Jacksonville,
the free
Florida.
But yeah, well, like I told you, like I think the reason we've been running like our group just because we down the person and we up a crew.
Cam Little out for the
I
opening
just
kick.
hate that we had to let
And we're
Oscar
underway
go.
from Everbank Stadium.
I know,
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to
I
need
know.
our first snap to see the first
Really?
action of this game.
really.
I don't know. Oscar was a good crew, bro.
He was too mouthy. I don't like a mouthy bitch. Too mouthy. He was cool, but they was a okay crew. But like I said, too mouthy.
Thank him or Ari.
They had my nigga Robinson on that bitch. I was just texting Robinson earlier. Yeah, too mouthy, too, yeah, I don't know.
So their offense out now to get this game started.
They
It's
were
first
okay.
and 10.
But yeah, do I like them better than our school? Yeah, because they just a bigger crew. And our
Way
take
to
all day.
start the game
You
off.
can't take all day. But sometimes take all day.
He's
Stiff
at the 30.
arm.
Gets the 10. He does
I
it.
really don't know why I
Touchdown,
came out of
Philadelphia.
it at all.
You
The
said what?
Eagles take a 6-0
Ty
lead
was
right
like-
away.
That was like,
Saquon Barkley,
y'all
the
are
touchdown.
complaining too much.
So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock.
Yeah, he complained too much. He was complaining today.
First touchdown.
And this just may be the kind
Yeah, he
of game it's
complaining
going to turn out to be.
about, you know,
Both
because it's
teams have
raining and
some
shit.
quick strike ability, but boy,
Like he don't
on the
like
other
it.
side
Like he
of the
don't
field,
like he don't
you
like
just have
working
to be
like
wondering
under no back and like.
why this team
He's
wasn't
out
some
prepared
bro.
to go.
I think complaining about a lot of
Let's
shit.
begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Actually, have a really
Complain that he don't get no jobs, and then when he do
Right
get a
on
job, he
past
complains
the
too
end
small.
zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to
Yeah,
give them a
bro,
drive
nothing's
starting
ever
at the
perfect.
30.
I think I'm that familiar with their offense. Honestly,
Shit. But we got Ari, Carlos, Izzy, and Myro. But it's only me, Manny, and Robbie.
Actually, Jake was pissed on Nathan's second.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
yeah, you on the phone with somebody.
What happened?
I don't know, I guess it wasn't
Here's
like
Travis Etienne on the ground.
Talking about somebody they
Fumbles
fired.
together a yard there. Milton
Kinda messed up,
Williams
yeah,
making a
dude.
stop.
there was just a whole bunch of shit that was wrong with the job.
Did he say anything to
The
Mason?
Jaguars are
Or
going to call
Manny?
their first time
It was
out.
Manny or Mason?
And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
I don't know, because I got reported yesterday putting like Singleton, underleaving it, send up the catch up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
They had me like in a Rodgers uniform, hard hat on.
Oh shit! Oh, wait, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Damn, bitch, you ain't said
Did you
nothing.
just get
Oh, probably because you were doing that shit.
Bro, I was like so all
Out of
over
the gun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket.
I didn't even know.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Brace got all his catch
He
all
did
over.
exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So he's video guy for Rodgers. When he came there, started recording.
I do
Last
like
pass
this.
unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down
I
here.
feel like there's potential here.
When Shingle ain't open, recording Shingle.
And y'all doing a big house thing, so yeah, so that that look good for the commercial or whatever they doing. I remember they had Sergio in the commercial.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Damn it.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Double corner out of that. Yeah, that wasn't a Bills playbook.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th.
Ouch. So I make sure everything is just, I don't know, bro.
They're going for this.
I make sure everything is just
He lets one
what
fly
it's gonna
deep
be and what it's supposed to
downfield.
be.
This is
What's the fucking
Brian
line?
at the 50. One of
I
their
was trying
biggest
to run
plays
the
of the
job.
game, and it
I was
comes
supposed
on
to
a
be
4th
running.
down gamble.
I need to be corrected on
Now,
something.
right there, that's what you want to
Just
see on
correct
your
me
opening
in
drive.
a
Boom,
respectful
connect
manner,
on a
you know
big
what I'm
shot,
saying?
and instantly you set a tone that you're
I mean,
not
I
going
don't
to be
gotta
afraid
like try
to
them
be
this
aggressive
thing.
in this game today.
You know,
Boy,
other
do
people
I love
just
that.
be,
Yeah, like they'll crash out.
yeah, and then I crash out back. You know what I'm saying?
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got
Just to
1st and
avoid
10
all that.
inside
You
the
know what I'm
red
saying? Like I
zone.
said, you need some respect. But you know, of course,
Inside
and also he's
handoff
probably
goes to
just being picky
Etienne.
as hell because you know on camera.
And he's
know.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
For the Philly, I'll run it.
Finish
Cause
off their opening
Byron, they
drive.
do that shit good, but
Travis Etienne, the touchdown. For
also
the offense, you gotta love it,
That's
Brock.
it, it's just for the
Points to
camera.
begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
Another thing I noticed too, like
one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now.
shit,
These
everything
backs,
ain't
they do feel the
perfect all
pressure
the
of
time.
finding the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this
Like,
early and get out of the way,
we putting
time.
quality roofs on, bro.
Yes.
We putting quality fucking roofs on. Making sure everything is, like I said, just done the right way.
Forgot he scored in
All set
one
for the
play.
kickoff. Little
Quality.
with the honors.
Quality shit on, bro. Like,
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback.
That's
This
it, right?
drive starting from the 30.
make sure this shit's done. That's all it is. Ask them to do something, they do it, correct it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Make sure
Barkley on the shotgun handoff.
Well,
anything I ask, like I said, ask them to do change, they do it. No matter how mad they is, no
And he
matter, they
flips
do
the
it.
field for them before being taken down.
So,
He just didn't quite have the
yeah,
last
no
bit of
problem.
words needed to finish it
You know, like I
off.
said, some shit
Don't
may
be
be
surprised to see them go
messed
his way
up just
again
as far
soon.
as like
Give him a chance to
Flash
earn that
and,
touchdown.
It began
Flash
at the
and
30 and has
some
now jumped to
bullshit.
1st and 10
Some
all
bullshit
the
that
way
can be
down
fixed on the
inside the
spot.
red zone. Here's
Yeah, but
another
other than
carry
that,
for
bro,
Barkley.
like
Jukes one defender,
I,
and he's able to push
I
these
can't
down
control
to the
that, can't
12.
control, bro.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
And that's just
Well, that
what
doesn't
it
mean a
is.
first down. You get
Some crews
yards
are
like that in
young,
the
like
run game,
Byro's crew,
you will
like
take it in the
only
NFL.
oldest person on the crew
2nd
I
and
look
3
at, he
now.
may not even be in his 40s.
Damn.
That's a young crew, like the crew leader, Jose, is 29.
They go to Barkley again.
good
Ours is
dude.
young crew too,
Gain
already
is
25.
enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really
It was
easy.
funny,
A
one
lot
homeowner
easier
was
than it's
like,
supposed to be for that defense.
I'm worried about them doing my roof, they all look like little kids. Just she wrote that.
And the
And
power
then,
play up the gut only
like,
results in
bitch,
2
what is
yards.
it? You want all old niggas on this bitch? I'm like, and just because they look
There's a
young, they
little
don't mean they.
progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little
Bro,
closer.
we're doing a
Now you're set
fucking
up
roof.
for
We're
what
not
you
about to
want
do
to
an
do on
open heart
2nd
surgery.
down.
What the fuck?
Ball placed at the 7.
What
It's
you
2nd and
talking
goal.
about?
That's just surprised too, and I'm like, bro, we won. We're like, old ass
They'll try again with Barkley. And
Yeah,
once
yeah.
again, he doesn't manage
They're
much
just
before
not-
getting brought
I'm
down.
in Pittsburgh, bro. This bitch
Only 8
playing on
on the
everything. She
pickup.
talking
That
about.
leaves him with 3rd and
Mama,
goal
I was
at
West
the
Virginia.
6.
She talking about
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the
yeah,
pressure
them guys were
starting to
young.
mount.
Like, I would
Unless you're
much
committed to
rather
playing
them
4 downs
have
here,
some
this becomes
couple
a
guys,
critical 3rd
you
down
know,
call.
with a full head of gray hair out here, you know, with
That's the
30
end
plus
of
years of
one. Both
experience. You
teams
know
with a
what I'm
little
saying?
luck
Just about
finding the
certain
end
stuff.
zone early.
I'm like, bro,
The
if
scoreboard
you wanted
showing
an
7
old
on
ass
each
man
side.
to do it, it took
Back to
2
Everbank
weeks for me to do
Stadium
it.
in just a bit.
Took us 3 days. I know it took them about 3 weeks. I'm telling you.
What?
I'm like, bro,
People
bitch.
be saying, we won. We won.
That bitch thought we was about to remodel her house. She was like, with the money I pay, I thought you were gonna be able to do this. Remember that house I called you and
Excited to
like
start the
when I was
second.
my first time went out
Eagles
there?
in a nice spot to put up points.
That it was that lady.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal.
Like,
The
bro.
Jaguars are there. He's hauled down.
Everybody covered.
And
I
that's
blocked her
sack
number
gonna
for
cost
sure.
them some yardage.
Pretty
Like,
even match
Jake
in this
told-
first
like,
half.
Jake
You're just
told me
kinda
to.
waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel
He
for
like,
which
bro, block,
defense
he
is
like,
gonna
block
come
that
to
bitch,
life.
bro.
And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to
I'm
infusing
like,
some
bro,
Hey, you gonna block her
never got
number?
out
That's
there
messed
again.
up. You didn't want to fix her house.
Looking.
Yeah,
And he's
nah.
gonna go down. They get to him on
Bro,
4th
block
and
that
goal.
bitch.
Complete the
So,
defensive
when he said
stand.
that, I'm like, you.
I'm going to guess a little
Oh.
deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the moment. You guys in the
I don't
secondary,
even
Cause,
just buy us a little time.
yeah, bro,
You
like
don't
her
need
whole
perfect
second throw,
coverage. Just tighten things
I don't
up
even
so
know
we
who
can
this
came
is
get
in,
going
bro.
to.
And boy,
Like,
did
she
they
needed
ever
new
in a
wood
big
everywhere.
moment.
She needed like 100 sheets, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she needed like over 100 sheets. We comped her all that.
And
We
he's
comped her the
gone
whole
for
flat
gain
roof.
about 2. Cooper to
But the
Gene
porch
with
was
the
like
stop.
bent down,
That kind
He
of
gets a
and
couple
she
on
wanted us
first,
to
and they'll come up 2nd
lift
and
the
8.
top level back up. I said,
Okay,
our
that's a
job is
run
to
that's
make
ho
sure
hum on the stat
what we
sheet.
put
But
roof
if you see
material
a
on,
bigger
it should
play on
be,
the ground later on,
we not
largely be because of a play
lifting
just
up
like
your
that
porch.
one, softening up the front and opening
She was
the
like, all you
door
gotta do is,
for a
all you,
bigger gap in the future.
yeah, like we don't do
8 yards to go.
foundation. We
We'll
don't,
see how
no,
they approach this
framing, that's
second
framing.
down.
I was saying I was saying foundation 2 on the phone, and Jake was like, "You got some people cut the grass or something." I'm like, "Oh no, frame on my phone." He's like, "Yeah,
Lawrence working from the gun.
bro."
Pocket
I'm
isn't
like,
holding
we
up. They're able to
can't
drop
do that.
him.
Like, I'm like, our job is to
And
make
that
sure
pushes him back. Third down coming up.
that whatever you put this flat roof material on is suitable for the new flat roof material. That's it. She was like, "Well, just for the inconvenience."
Working quickly here. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. That's taken in by ETN. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Let's go.
Now it's Lawrence. He's got it to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup. And
If it still works,
the call to go for it on 4th down. First down, ball at the 36. They send a man in motion.
This was like one of my first plays I set up college football.
First down throw, Lawrence. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams
Cover
who
two
have
man
this
today.
crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much better impact play.
You're supposed to be able to
like
put
that.
A on a zig route, but if they want to take away
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first
yeah,
catch.
it's exactly like that
So
play.
second down coming up.
Has the same effect as that. Really just need to watch B. He's playing the slot, which is weird to me.
Throw it yet again. That's incomplete left side.
My guy bumping him, helped him already.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing from the gun here. ETN on the catch.
ETN, come on.
And he's got a decent gain.
Yeah, it did. It did
down.
eat big time. That's
You know, I like the completion. You never
that high low out of that empty formation was crazy.
That spot to move
that play would literally beat damn near everything over the top.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Man, they don't got no strong formation. Guess this would be picked. Nah, it wouldn't even beat cover 4. The high low out of empty did beat cover 4.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
That'd be the dumbest play call I've ever done.
Lawrence throwing here. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A play fake now hurts to throw. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From what I remember,
An impact quarterback at this level,
that high-low read when you
typically
motion
do what
over
this
the outside guy
defense is doing,
in,
and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks.
it would get
Rotate
over
your
the top of
personnel.
cover 4 as
Throw in some
well.
wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
It bond cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. Back then, a lot of people didn't play match coverage. Honestly, I don't even remember if it beat match coverage.
They'll motion Brown right. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for
I feel like this is the most anybody's played match coverage.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And
Yeah,
they don't connect there, so
Eddie.
only 6 seconds remaining.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately,
As a default
just couldn't
defense,
quite
yeah, I
hang on.
think cover 4, like, I would say cover 4 match is the best defense as a default defense. And then I would say cover 2 man. It takes the least amount of effort to stop or to get stopped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. A very short kick here from the right hash. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Darius Slay with the
That
stop.
has potential. Big time.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Here he is on 3rd and long.
Damn,
Is
what
it
the hell
moving up?
happened?
They're able to drop him. And
He
the
just got
defense
0
comes
block.
through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Jaguars are going to
Gotta
call
get
their
some
first
done
time
right here.
out. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Fourth and forever coming up. Looking to throw.
Oh, got him.
He beams one deep right side. And they won't do it. That was incomplete on fourth down.
A 50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change
Our
anytime
linebacker
soon.
did horrible.
And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
This man is
The tight end gets it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense?
Oh, the
This
fade
is a
route is
great
still,
case
that's
for
still
the
one of the best routes
defensive
in Madden
awareness.
against man
The
coverage.
ball went to a
He should've
secondary
fought.
ball carrier, and the defense was
Been
aware
more
enough to
difficult,
cut him
surely.
down for a big red zone stop.
On second down, here's Barkley. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown!
Oh, of course.
The Eagles push their lead
So
further
we
to
can
start
do
the
about that.
half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
Nah, it's still at 990. This website it dropped down. On my YouTube studios, it's still at 9.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs
Gotta come
only
over
happen
some.
with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Going to the ground again on first. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy
Gotta
territory.
come over.
He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. They've got a man in motion. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach.
Bro, ETN's been tired this whole game. And ETN has been tired
After a
the
good
whole
pickup,
game.
they've got second and 4. Blitz coming, Lawrence. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that
Well,
prior
this
incompletion,
I just got what you said right there. Ah.
Now Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. Dukes out a one stop. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things.
He about to run the hell out of the ball. I know that much.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
About to run the hell out of this ball.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley.
Just get the most amazing ball ever.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Continuing to dig, he's inside the 25. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to him.
This
is run down into the red zone at the 19. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Option play, they give it to Barkley.
Saquon is different.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Oh, that first run there.
It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
Oh.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of
look, bro, it's not letting me skip.
Every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start.
Maybe it did. Maybe because it never popped up as like hold A skip. But we did good on our last stream. Well, it's not. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, they got it. Hold on. Who else do I need to check? Have they updated with the Cowboys? What was another big pickup in free agency? Okay. Stephon Diggs shouldn't be on the Texans though, right? But is Stephon Diggs still on the Texans? No, right? Yeah. He's got to start. I'm not gonna lie. Is it? Where did Cooper Cup go? Did Cooper Cup go somewhere? I don't think that's updated enough. All right. Oh no, see, but I wanted one that they have the rookies and everything. PlayStation 5 got a few guys that got it. I barely see. Nobody got the full. Madden 26 realistic. I wish they had a date on Madden 26 updated. See, I just did. That's probably what I just did. Idiot. Madden 26. I feel like most of these people did like the bare minimum, big name. Got up on the Seahawks. I meant that, but Pickens was. I guess Pickens was a new one. Texans don't got. This might be the one. Wait, the hell does he have? Where he have Stephon Diggs at? But Diggs is free agent, so I guess they could just put his Debo on a might be able to work with this. The Bears should have a decent O line, right? That's it. Where did Mike Williams? Okay, he's back. They got Najee Harris. Again, got better. Ain't missing out on nothing different. The only thing missing is I wish it had the rookie. I wish it had the rookie. PS5 got the rookie. Any of y'all in this chat got PS5? Andre Hopkins on the Ravens? Okay, they got majority of the trades. I was asking if anybody had PlayStation 5. And if you're on what any cornerbacks are you on currently right now? Darius Slay. Oh, hold on. The Steelers are nasty. Look at Joey Porter with Slay. What other major pickups or trades were there? The cornerback. Honestly, I don't know if he did. They picked up. Are you talking about this guy right here? I don't know if he went to the Ravens. Possibly. I didn't see anything about that. Miles Garrett had a chance to go to a team and just make that team scary. I ain't mad at him. He took that money. These rosters aren't bad. It's pretty updated. Few little hit and misses here and there. Wait, didn't the Giants pick up somebody on the D line? Where they picked up somebody else? This is what I want to see right here. Brian Thomas. What's his name? Oh, he did. People are happy. Stevenson got burnt. Like he had his moments where he did good, but he was not good enough to take on that number one spot. you got Justin Fields on the. This is a pretty updated roster. The only disappointment is not having the. Hold on. Got a whole lot. Stephon would have to get picked up by Gage. He chilling to the Raiders. Panthers don't line good this year. Yeah, I seen that. This a better fit than Cup and Nuke Nukanua. Still want to try to find one that has the rookies. I need somebody on PS5 to do it for me. They have it on PlayStation. They got the updated rosters with the rookies. I would need somebody to start the franchise for me.